As winter's icy grip tightens, an ancient and chilling force awakens the wild hunt. This spectral procession, steeped in myth and shadow, rides beneath the shimmering light of the moon, casting an unearthly glow over snowbound fields. More than a ghostly parade, the hunt is a harbinger of death, transformation, and rebirth, sweeping away the old to make way for the new. On solstice night, when the veil between worlds thins, its riders, gods, spirits, and the restless dead thunder across the heavens on ghostly steeds, their ember-like eyes blazing with purpose. In the stillness you might hear their echo, the distant howl of wolves, the crack of hooves against the frozen sky. There's an ancient story that travels the cold northern winds, told by a wandering traveller who claims to have witnessed the hunt firsthand. As the bitter night air stung his cheeks, and the forest stood silent around him, he saw them, riders cloaked in shadow, eyes alight with fire, their horses moving like whispers across the snow. The ground trembled beneath their hooves, but no sound reached his ears. As he watched in frozen awe, the riders vanished into the night, leaving only the sense that something profound had passed him by. Those who see the wild hunt are often never the same, some disappearing into the dark, while others return forever changed. Whether it's Odin's ghostly cavalry or the fairy king Arawn leading his warriors, the wild hunt takes many forms across cultures, but its message remains constant. It speaks to us of the inescapable cycle of life and death, of the destructive forces that tear down and the creative forces that build anew. Think of the wild hunt as the Night's Watch from Game of Thrones, guarding the boundaries between life and death, galloping through the winds of time, majestic, fearsome, and resolute. They are symbols of a force greater than any one individual, a reminder of our place in the grand scheme of things. But what does this ancient rite mean for us in the modern world? In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, it can be easy to forget that the wild hunt is more than just a myth. It is a reminder that transformation, though often terrifying, is necessary. Just as the world plunges into the longest night before the sun rises again, so too must we sometimes face our darkest hours before we can begin anew in the spring. On the winter solstice, step outside at midnight. Feel the biting wind on your skin and listen for the echoes of hooves on the distant horizon. This is the moment when time stands still. The hunt is not just a thing of legend, it is an invitation to reflect, to shed old skin, and to prepare for the rebirth that comes with the return of the sun. The energy of the hunt is ripe with possibility. What in your life is ready to be released? What old wounds need to be cleansed before you can move forward? If you're feeling adventurous, set up a simple ritual that calls on the wild hunt. Gather black stones, a dark candle, and herbs like mugwort, holly and juniper, or other plants associated with death, renewal, or protection. Create a sacred space under the open sky or near a window where you can see the stars. As you light your candle, call to the spirits of the hunt, asking for guidance on what to let go of as you step into a new year. Allow the flickering light to illuminate your intentions, and as the wind whispers, release your burdens to the universe. The wild hunt calls us to honor our own transformation, but remember, it's not a passive event. You are an active participant in your own journey. If you hear the hooves or catch the flash of spectral eyes in the corner of your vision, don't be afraid. Rather, let it be a signal that change is coming, like the first hint of dawn breaking through the night. And if you're ever unsure, remember this little tip. If the Morrigan's crows start circling over you, it's time to grab a snack and hide under your covers. But if Odin himself comes calling, best pack your bags. You'll be off on an adventure to realms unknown. So, as this solstice approaches, take a moment to reflect on the wild hunt, not just as a myth, but as a powerful force that taps into something ancient and primal. What are you ready to shed? What new energy are you prepared to call into your life? The darkness is only temporary. The sun will rise again. Why not check out our video on witchy self-care tips to help you get through the season? Use this time to reconnect with your own path. Embrace the wild hunt as a symbol of transformation, rebirth, and the eternal cycles of life. Let the riders lead you into the depths of your own soul, where the dark can lead you to light, and death is only the beginning of something new,